Hey everybody from YouTube. I just got back from 2 weekends of fishing out at the Occoquan Reservoir, and the topwater bass fishing out there is dynamite right now. If you get a chance, you got to get out there and try some of this topwater fishing. There is nothing more exciting than catching bass on topwater lures. Anybody who's been fishing for a while will tell you that, and I'll tell you, it was great. I was using basically a light tackle. I had a light spinning rod and reel with 6-pound test line on it. And it was so much fun catching these bass. Even catching a bass that's 12 inches, a small bass like that can be really exciting with these with the topwater hits. So I was getting two kinds of hits out there, right? I would get the hit where, you know, here's your topwater lure and the bass would basically roll over on it, right? Make a big splash. That's exciting. But I also had the second kind of hit, which is the bass would get underneath it and they would basically suck it down into the water, right? So all of a sudden you see this topwater lure and then all of a sudden it just like disappears under the water. So it was really super exciting, had a lot of fun. So for you seasoned veterans that know how to topwater fish, you can skip this part and go straight to the action. For folks who are interested, a couple of tips and tricks. There's two kinds of topwater lures you can work with. There's the frog type, right? And these float. And you can see it's got basically a fixed set of hooks, right? Fixed set of hooks that face forward and toward the top, and it makes it weedless, right? So one of the advantages of these topwater frogs is that you can throw it in heavy vegetation. It's not going to get hung up, which is great. You can also sidearm this. You know, when you throw it, you can sidearm it and you can get it to skip across the water and get it into those tight spaces, which is great. The disadvantage with this type of topwater lure is a lot of times the bass, they'll come up and they'll try to slap it. Right, so a lot of times they thinking it's some sort of prey, they'll try to stun it right before they actually devour it, and there were a lot of hits like that. The problem with this is when a bass slaps this, more than likely it's not going to get hooked, right? So that's why I was using this, which is basically your plug type topwater lure. It's got a little propeller here, but it's got two sets of treble hooks on it, right? And so when a bass comes and tries to slap this, it's more than likely going to get hooked, right? So I had a lot of my hits going on like that. So anyways, which ones would I use? I would take both. You know, have one rod and reel set up with this, another one set up with this, and you can throw this in heavy vegetation or you can skip it and get it into those tight areas. But I also, you know, if you're going on the edge of the vegetation or you're going over structure, whatever, use this kind of topwater lure. Anyways, after I did the topwater fishing in the afternoon, mid-morning when the sun would come up, I would switch off to plastics, and I had a lot of success there too. So anyways, the bass fishing is really good right now in the Occoquan Reservoir. Let's get to the action. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. Morning, everybody from YouTube. I am out here at the Occoquan Reservoir here in June. Water temperature is about 70 degrees. It's still pretty cool. We had some heavy showers come through last night, so cooled off the water a bit. I'm heading toward the dam versus down toward Bull Run Marina. I spent most of my time fishing this year down at Bull Run Marina and had a lot of luck, so I decided just to change it up a little bit and head toward sort of the deeper end, if you will, of the reservoir. And this morning I'm going to use the same strategy I've been using, which is basically we're going to start off with some topwater, and you know, so usually these bass are feeding up in the shallows. That's what I discovered. And then maybe when it warms up a little bit, maybe toward 8:30 or 9, I'll switch off probably to plastics near deeper structures. So last weekend they were all up in the shallows all day long. So who knows? That pattern may still be the same, but it may be back to a typical, you know, summer pattern. So we'll see what happens. Oh, there's one. There's one. Oh, yeah. On the top water. That's a decent bass. Oh, yeah. That's a decent bass on the top water. There you go. Yeah, nice bass. Way to start. All right. Yeah, he's about 12, 14 inches. Pretty fish. Okay, so we'll hit these weed beds. We're in shallow water. There's one. There's one. Another one. Got him. Oh, he threw it. He threw it. There's one. There's another one. Oh, damn it. Oh, man. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Got another bass. Oh. Boy, they are hitting that top water like crazy today. There's one. That's a little bit bigger bass. Oh, yeah. That's a little bit nicer one. Oh, yeah. A nicer bass. Oh, yeah. All right. All right, folks, we're on the deeper side. Oh, and I got still hitting the top water. A little bit nicer bass. This is cool. Alrighty. Let's see if I can get this out without destroying my fingers. There we go. Okay. Alright. Getting a little bit bigger. That's pretty cool. Alright. Good one. Cool. Let's keep going. There's one. I got him. Well, I'll tell you what, this is good fun. Got him. Got him. All right, another bass. All right, folks, another bass on the top water. Not a big one, but fun to catch, no doubt. Top water here. See if we can get some bigger ones. There we go. Is that him? Might have been. Oh. Oh, uh-oh. That's a bigger one. That's a bigger one. That's a bigger one. That's a bigger bass. Oh yeah, that's a little bit nicer one. That's another one. Yep, I do. It's a little bit bigger. Yeah. A little bigger. Okay, folks, got this one a little bit bigger. It's windy out here. I'm in the. Come on, stop it. Okay, a little bit bigger bass. Fun. Basically Texas rig, near the weed beds near deeper water, the main part of the reservoir here. Boy, it is really windy out here today. Anyways, nice bass, you know. Yikes.